If you're an endurance athlete that wants to improve your performance, recovery, and speed, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Rick at the Energy Lab in Hilliard, Ohio, and I'm here to show you the 3 big rocks of speed and performance. The first thing that we're going to talk about is recovery. When you know how to recover properly and quickly, you can train more frequently, and if you do it correctly, you can train with more intensity. One of the tools that I use for recovery and we use with our athletes is the goblet squat. A lot of people, when they're an endurance athlete, they hear the word squat, they worry about their knees and their back because they may have done the squat incorrectly or heard about their buddies doing the squat incorrectly and causing an injury. The kind of squat we're going to use is a goblet squat, and when it's performed properly, it is excellent for your full range of motion through your ankles, knees, and hips. It feels really good once you understand the pattern. And in the description below, there's a guide that will show you in depth how to do the goblet squat and how to progress it. One of the reasons I like the goblet squat so much is when I started doing long course triathlon back in 2004, I noticed that I was tighter and tighter and tighter as the season went on. I had to stand at work. I noticed my calves were really tight, my Achilles were tight, bottoms of my feet, hamstrings, lower back, and it just felt, it took a long time the next day after a workout to get warmed up and feel good enough to really start, to get into my workout. So what we do now is we use the goblet squat, and in the video you'll see a kettlebell. You don't necessarily need a kettlebell. You could use a dumbbell, you could use a medicine ball, you could use a light rock to start. But once you spend a little bit of time post-workout practicing the goblet squat and learning that pattern, you'll notice that it will loosen you up without doing a bunch of static stretching and spending a lot of time or even having a whole separate workout. It's just something you can do almost as a cool down after your ride, run, swim, you name it. So, big fan of the goblet squat when it's done properly. The second piece, second rock, is flexibility. And the flexibility I'm talking about here is functional flexibility. There's a lot of people that like to use touching their toes while their knees are locked out as a kind of a measuring stick of flexibility. I'm talking about functional flexibility here, flexibility that allows you to move with fluidity while you're doing your endurance activities, swimming, biking, running. And these movements are, in the same way as the goblet squat, easily done after your workout. When you're already warm, you're still kind of in the zone, so to speak. Simple movements that you can pick out of the guide. You don't have to do them all, and just practice them for a little bit after your workout. It's not a separate workout, it's just a little bit on the tail end of your endurance work. The third piece, the third rock, is durability. Durability is built with consistency with all these pieces we were talking about. The durable piece comes with glute strength and core strength. And in the download, in the description, there are several movements. You can pick your own. The durability also is contingent on nutrition. In the nutrition guide, we talk about things you can add into your diet that might help with recovery. And that's not necessarily taking things out of what you're doing already, but it's adding in. and giving you some ideas about how you can experiment with different things in your nutrition. So, use the guide, drop these pieces into what you're doing already post-workout, just 5 to 8 minutes after you're done with your workout, and let me know what you think about that.